Okay, now we will do problem 19, 20 and 21. Problem number 19. Problem number 19 of exercise number 7.2 of the NCERT book. Integration by the method of substitution. Write it as I equals integral e to the power of 2x minus 1 divided by e to the power of 2x plus 1 dx. This is the given problem. Now, whenever you have e to the power of x term or e to the power of 2x, you can try thinking or you can try of taking some common factors. So you write it like this: I equals integral. If you take e to the power of x as common, there are e to the power of 2x, so you get e to the power of x here, minus 1 by e to the power of x divided by, here also e to the power of x, take common, then you get e to the power of x plus 1 by e to the power of x dx. Did you understand how is this? See, very simple. E to the power of x into e to the power of x, e to the power of x into e to the power of x, that is e to the power of x plus x, that is e to the power of 2x. So you have the first term. Now here, e to the power of x into 1 by e power x into 1 by e power x, e power x cancels, you get 1, the second term. So you can always write e to the power of 2x minus 1. If you take e power x common, inside bracket you will get the terms as e to the power of x minus 1 by e to the power of x, and similarly in the denominator. This can be further written as, now I can cancel e power x, then I am left with e power x minus 1 by e power x is minus e to the power of minus x. This minus sign I have kept as it is. 1 by e power x from denominator it goes to numerator, becomes x becomes negative, divided by this e power x, write it as it is, plus 1 by e power x, again it is e power minus x dx. Now put e power x plus e power minus x equals t. This denominator e power x plus e power minus x equals t. Differentiating with respect to x, this implies differential coefficient of e power x is e power x only, plus differential coefficient of e power minus x is e power minus x with minus 1 into dx equals dt. Because if you differentiate t, you get dt by dx, that dx I have taken this side. So this can be written as e power x plus into minus is minus e power minus x into dx is dt. So if I put e power x plus e power minus x equals t, that is denominator as t, then e power x minus e power minus x dx, which happens to the numerator, e power x minus e power minus x dx gets replaced by dt. So that the problem now becomes I equals integral, what is the whole thing of the numerator? The numerator thing can be replaced by dt divided by e power x plus e power minus x, you had put it as t. So the integration of this is log t plus c, or I equals logarithm of what is t? T is e power x plus e power minus x plus c. So that's the answer. Okay. So here you have to just note this step. Remember, if there is e power 2x and 1, take e power x common. The next problem, write it as I equals integral e to the power of 2x minus e to the power of minus 2x divided by e to the power of 2x plus e to the power of minus 2x dx. In this case, you can directly go for substitution. You did not have to take any common factor, because though you have e to the power of 2x here you don't have 1, unlike the previous problem, you had 1 there. So this is e to the power of minus 2x. Previous problem, e to the power of 2x minus 1 by e to the power of 2x plus 1. If there is 1 here, you have to take e power x common. If it is not 1, then you can directly go for substitution. That is, put e to the power of 2x plus e to the power of minus 2x, that is the denominator thing, the denominator term as t. Now differentiating with respect to x. Differential coefficient of e to the power of 2x is 2x only, into differential coefficient of 2x is 2, plus differential coefficient of e to the power of minus 2x is minus 2x only, into differential coefficient of minus 2x is minus 2, into dx equals dt. Because if you differentiate t, you get dt by dx. If you differentiate t with respect to x, you get dt by dx. That dx term I have taken to the left hand side. So this you write it as 2 e to the power of 2x, plus into minus is minus 2 e to the power of 2x into dx equals dt. The numerator is just e to the power of 2x minus e to the power of minus 2x. So you can take two common factor, or 2 into e to the power of 2x minus e to the power of this is minus 2x, this minus sign I have put. So e to the power of minus 2x dx equals dt. Therefore, just the value of e to the power of 2x minus e to the power of minus 2x into dx becomes dt over 2. This 2 comes to the denominator here. So here you see this is exactly the numerator term of the problem. Numerator is e to the power of 2x. Yes, we have e to the power of 2x minus e to the power of minus 2x minus e to the power of minus 2x into dx, which is now going to be replaced by dt by 2 after substitution. Therefore, I becomes integral. Numerator is dt by 2 divided by, and this term you had put it as t. So I equals, half is outside now, integral dt by t, which is equal to logarithm of t plus c. So now last step you substitute for t. Therefore I equals half of, I have to write half here, half of logarithm of t. What is t? What is t? E to the power of 2x plus e to the power of minus 2x plus c. That's all the answer. Okay. Now, we'll take up the next problem, that is problem number 21. Problem number 21 of exercise number 7.2. Write it as I equals integral tan square 2x minus 3 dx. Sorry. See, whenever you have tan square x for integration, you know that you can write it as secant square x minus 1, because tan square x is equal to secant square x minus 1. Remember, if at all you have tan square function to integrate, write it as secant square function minus 1. So I'll write it as I equals integral secant square 2x minus 3, because in place of x we have 2x minus 3. So secant square 2x minus 3 minus 1 into dx, or I equals, separate the integrals, integral secant square 2x minus 3 dx minus integral 1 dx, or I equals integral secant square 2x minus 3 dx minus integration of 1 dx is x. You know that if you differentiate x with respect to x, you get 1. So if you integrate 1, you should get x. And since you have done one integrations here, already you have done one integration here, so you should get one constant of integration. Let me just call it as c1. And let me suppose that this part of the problem, that is, let I1 be equal to integral secant square 2x minus 3 dx. Therefore, what is I? Therefore, this implies I equals, I call this as I1, integral secant square 2x minus 3 dx as I1, this minus x plus c1. Now I have to evaluate the value of I1 so that I get the total value of I. So now for that, what I do is, I consider only this one. Which one? I1. Consider I1. What is I1? I1 equals integral, let me write it once again, secant square 2x minus 3 dx. Now I have to integrate this function. Okay. Now here, you know this secant square x dx. Secant square x dx. So what shall I do now? What shall I do? You can just tell me what I can do now. Integral secant square x dx. Yes. Put tan x equals t. If the problem has secant square, then the problem should also have tan function. That's not there. So just put 2x minus 3 equals t. Differentiating 2 into dx equals dt. Differential coefficient of yes. Okay. So now look at the formula and continue. I want all of you to do it. Okay. That's good. Come on, you are doing correctly. Yes. Put 2x minus 3 equals t. So now you differentiate. Differentiating with respect to x. Yes. 2x if you differentiate here you get 2. Differential coefficient of 3 is 0, so don't write it. T if you differentiate you get dt by dx. So 2dx equals dt. But you just want dx. So just dx is dt by 2. Okay. Then what happens? Then I1 becomes I1 equals integral secant square t and dx is dt by 2. I1 equals half of integral secant square t dt. Yes, very good. Then you just have to think, because I have already told you how to do this type of integration. Very good. Yes. Now you can directly write this as half of tan t plus the constant of integration c2, because I already have one constant of integration c1. So I am integrating second time. So I will make this constant of integration as c2. Call this constant of integration as c2. Now tell me, how did you get tan t? It's very straightforward answer. If you differentiate tan t, you get secant square t. So as a consequence of differentiation, if you integrate secant square t, you should get tan t. That's all. Therefore, now write the final answer. Or I will write it as I equals half of tan t, and what you had put for t is 2x minus 3 plus c2. So the final answer will be, for I1, what is the answer? Half tan 2x minus 3 plus c2 minus x plus c1, or I equals half tan 2x minus 3 minus x, and c1 plus c2 make it as one constant, where c is equal to c1 plus c2. This is the answer.